Hello children, this is Seema Singh again with a new video. Yesterday I explained you one poem, A Fine Day. So we have to start a new lesson, but that new lesson we are going to start from Monday. And so we are going to revise all the poems which we have done till now, from poem 1 to the last poem, One Fine Day. Okay, we'll start with the latest one, that is A Fine Day. Okay, so let's get started. After all the rains, the sun shines on the hills and grassy mead. Fly into the garden, child, you are very glad indeed. For the days have been so dull, oh special dark and bare, that you told me Mr. Sun has forgotten we live here. On the lilac tree a bird, singing first a little note, then the blast of happy song bubbles in his lifted throat. O sun, the comfy sun, this the song that you must sing. Thank you for the birds, the flowers. Thank you, sun, for everything. By Catherine Mansfield. Okay, now start with another poem. It is written in March. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small bird twitter, the lake there dot did glitter. This green field sleeps in the sun. The oldest and the youngest are at work with strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. Like an army defeated, the snow hath treated, and now doth fare ill. On the top of the bare hill, the ploughboy is whooping, and on and on. There is joy in the mountain, there is life in the fountain. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. This poem is by William Wordsworth. Okay, now the next poem, that is Telephone. Once there was an elephant who tried to use a telephant. No, I mean Elephone, who tried to use a telephone. Dear me, I am not certain quite that even now I have got it right. However, it was he got his tongue entangled in the telefunk. The more he tried to get it free, the louder buzzed the telefee. I fear I did better drop the song of Elephone, Hop and Telepong. Okay, this is by Laura Elizabeth Richards. Okay, now Windy Night. Whenever the moon and the stars are set, whenever the wind is high, all night long and dark and wet, the man goes riding by. Late in the night when the fires are out, why does he gallop about? Whenever the trees are crying aloud and the ships are tossed at sea, by on the highway, low and loud, by at gallop goes he. By at gallop he goes, and then by he comes back at gallop again. R.L. Stevenson. Okay, now let's start with another poem, that is Asking Question. When I ask my mom what's for tea, she smiles and says wait and see. When I ask my dad what thing he's done, he smiles and says in a minute, son. When I ask my gran if I can watch TV, I will think about it, he says to me. When I ask my Gramps about the good days, now you're asking, he smiles and says. If I answer the question my teacher asks me with in a minute or wait and see, I know just what the result would be. By Garvis Finn. The next poem is My Smartphone Isn't Very Smart. My smartphone isn't very smart. In fact, it's rather dumb. It is dumber than the doorknob or a piece of chewing gum. It's used to be on awesome, but now my phone is lame. I cannot surf the internet. I cannot play a game. It cannot take any pic. It can install an app. It can't look for my email or address on the map. It won't play any music. It cannot calculate. It won't bring up the calendar to show the time or date. It cannot send a message. It cannot make a call. It's safe to say my smartphone won't do anything at all. It wasn't always like this. Perhaps you will take a peek. I don't know why it takes like this. I charged this just last week. This poem is by Ken Nesbitt. Okay, children. So this is all for today. Monday we'll start a new chapter. Okay, till then, goodbye.